Hello, 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 family. Peace and blessings, and welcome back to another episode of Heal with Angelica Waters podcast, where we discuss all things healing. And on today's episode, I have a special guest back again, my brother, Sean Ali, herbalist, author, scientist, and owner of Supreme Health and Wellness, here with me today. He was my first guest on my first episode called Heal Through the Mind. And on today's episode, we will be discussing the science of being healthy. Brother Sean, I am very excited to have you back on the show today. How are you?
All is well, sis. How you doing?
I am doing great by Allah's grace. Thank you so much, brother. Now, before we get started, I know you introduced yourself before on our first episode, but just for our new audience, do you mind letting our audience know just a little bit more about you before we get started?
Yes. Brother Sean Ali. I'm I'm your brother. I'm your brother. That's I'm a I mean, I'm still working on my title
Okay.
because I'm still studying, and the more I study, the more my title changes,
Mm-hmm.
because what I thought I knew now becomes clearer, and my understanding broadens, and I'm still getting licenses and so it's like I don't want to put myself in a particular hole
Mm.
and limit myself, because what I say it is what it is. You
Mm.
know, so I'm I haven't reached that level yet to say this is what I am, but I am a scientist. I'm a healthcare practitioner, over 20 years of education, over 15 years of experience, herbalist, licensed Reiki master, massage therapist, cosmetologist.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so often I did want to discuss this now. So oftentimes being healthy can be, I want to say, categorized under so many different titles that
Yes,
can lead to confusion, bad habits, and sometimes poor health decision makings.
yes,
So this is why it's very important to know the anatomy of health and actually base your decisions on being healthy on actual facts and on a scientific basis.
yes.
So that brings me to my first question for my brother Sean. Why is knowing the science behind being healthy important?
That's a great question. Because we all want to be healthy. Unfortunately, most of us are born healthy but raised unhealthy.
Mm.
So when we come out of the womb and we're examined, the doctor hands us, hey, here's your perfect little baby boy, here's your perfect little baby girl. Take them home and enjoy them, right? So we come out of the womb good. It's that upbringing and that raising part that usually where the unhealthiness is introduced to us,
Mm.
not by ourselves, by those that's raising us. And it's not evil, because we only can do what we know. My
Mm.
parents they didn't neglect me, but they didn't have a knowledge of health. They didn't have a knowledge of nutrition. They didn't have none of that. So the things that they fed me and had me do growing up, we now know was detrimental to my health.
Yes.
So I had to spend the first years of my adulthood overcoming what they did to me.
Whew.
So understanding health and wellness and the science of it and what it is and what it isn't. That's the key to life and death.
Mhm.
Because you don't just die. We don't just die. We all have to understand that there's no, when you die, they do an autopsy to determine the cause of death, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's one of two categories. It's to make sure nobody else killed you, foul play, murder, and it's to make sure that you killed yourself, the natural cause.
Oh, wow.
Heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things they put on your death certificate. Heart disease, cancer, right? Respiratory infections and things like that. Okay, we come out of the womb. You don't have heart disease. How do you get it? you come out of the womb. You don't have cancer. How did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
You come out all of the things that they put on your death certificate. If you didn't come out of the womb with it, how did you end up dying from it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the science of health that we don't have. You feel me? And that's where it revolves. One key word, sis. One key word. Lifestyle. One key. Everything that you are right now, for those listening, me, myself included, everything that we are right now is based on this. When you're in the womb, you have your mother's lifestyle. Right?
Yeah.
When you come out of the womb, it's something called definition of others. This is who gives you your name, your language, your culture, who feeds you, who does everything for you when you come out of the womb. In psychology, it's called definition of others. They define you, right? The definition. So at a certain point when we reach maturity and our brains are processing my own life, we now go into something called defining self. So what happens is the name that they gave me, I might not like no more. The language that they taught me, I might not want to speak that no more. The culture that the religion, the education that they gave me, I might not want that anymore because now my neurons in my brain are processing my own life.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we spend. And unfortunately, in this definition of others is where we got our unhealthy habits. Defining self, now I'm a vegan, now I'm a vegetarian, now I'm doing, see, in the defining self is where we want, because now my neurons are focused on me. My brain has matured. So now what you are telling me doesn't make that much sense anymore because my brain is now firing on its own. You see? Unfortunately, when we make this transition, the people here call you rebellious, hard-headed. Oh, you don't like your name no more? Oh, you was raised on pork. You don't eat pork no more. Oh, you ain't with Jesus no more. You don't believe in you see, we get that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we are, and this is under the science of health. This is the science, because this is when 16, some of us 13, 14, 15, 16, right? But we aren't old enough. We don't have money. So we can't make the complete definition of myself. But now once I'm a full grown adult and I got money and I'm buying all my stuff, see, now this is where we make the transition to health at. Because we usually find out, oh man, mom and dad, you didn't make me healthy. You know what I mean? So I got childhood diabetes, childhood obesity, childhood this, childhood. So this is the importance of knowing health. This is where that cycle we need to break. Not no financial cycle. You don't pass on financial burdens or you don't pass on poverty.
Yes.
People get rich, hit the lottery, get in a car accident and sue. They have a job. Not too many people get rich from a job. Right? They work the job, They might can afford their life, but people that got rich, it was some extra special circumstance. It was usually luck. The right place at the right, but that short lifespan, we can't make it to 30 healthy. We can't make, look at us now, 25, 30, early 40s, looking not that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is where that conversation of science of health, because this is where we get our lifestyle. This is what most of our adulthood we are spent overcoming the definition of others, what other people put in us.
Exactly. Wow. I love that. And I think that because we don't realize that most of our habits, and I want to say generational curses, as they so-called say, in a way, is just based off of what you just said, other people's lifestyle and how they live and their perspective, and then us giving that to our children. Then they grow up the same way. They can only go off what we show them. And then that's where, when you just brought up, once we get to that state of maturity, that's when we like, okay, now it's time for me to do what my mom or my father didn't show me, as far as, being healthy and having that proper lifestyle. Now I want to address, the lifestyle part, because I think that, and I can say that I was one of those as well, is just thinking of being healthy as it just being a diet. So
come on now.
Should one, I wanted to ask you, like, should one base being healthy just from a diet? And when I say diet, I mean like just food. Because now that I realize that being healthy is not just your diet.
Yes.
So could you kind of go into that just a little bit, my brother?
How to eat to live. For those who don't know, it's not a diet book. It's not what to eat. It's how to eat to live. So when we are looking, because page 52, I just didn't bring this out. Page 52, chapter 19 is how to live more than 100 years. And it says, Allah has taught me in the person of Master Father Muhammad how to eat to live, so that I also may teach you. He desires to extend our lives from a short span averaging 62 years to one of 1,000 years, or for as long as we desire to live. He said, listen, he said, there is no set time for us to die. We kill ourselves daily by means of what we think, what we eat, and what we drink. That's our lifestyle.
Woo.
Okay, so yeah. That's your life. Every day that you do, you think about it before you do it. So if you're eating wrong, drinking wrong, sleeping wrong, not going to get enough sunlight, not exercising, not breathing right, not walking right, you thought about it before you did it. Whether you didn't know it or not, you still gave everything you do thought. Because the body doesn't move unless you move it. So if I'm not, so when we looking at this, okay, we went to the death certificate, right? So if you look up, there's something called cause of death, right? There's a category called cause of death. This is what they put on your death certificate, right? This is number one on that list. It's heart disease, right? The number one form of heart disease is arteriosclerosis or clogged arteries. Remember, if you come out the womb and you didn't have heart disease or clogged arteries, how did you get it? Right. Number two is cancer. Number three is respiratory infections and stuff problems, and you got a list, 4, 5, 6. It's a list of things they put on your death certificate of how you died. This is what causes the death. But they have a list that comes first. This is called the actual cause of death. Now, on this list, this is the things we do. Now, this is a Google, they've been keeping track of this list since 1992, I think. First one on this list, smoking. Second, poor diet and lack of exercise. Number 2 is 2 things, right? Number 3, alcohol. There is a 4 and 5, but number 4 is microbial agents, and it's at 1%.
Okay.
So after number 4, they don't really count it because there's less than 1% of these causes, right? So this is what they do the autopsy on you to determine your cause of death. This list is the list that you did to cause those things. See, because you're not born with none of these things.
Exactly.
So this is the list of the things that we do that causes this. Number 1 is smoking. Look, you can eat right, but if you're not getting exercise right, it's just as deadly as if you're eating wrong. The only thing you could be doing deadlier than not exercising is if you smoke cigarettes, alcohol. So when we look at lifestyle and the science of health, there is no mystery to death. There's mystery to life. You got a son, almost brand new, right?
Yeah.
When he was in your belly, right? You didn't know what complexion he was going to be.
No.
What color eyes?
No.
What color hair? You didn't know whose nose he was going to have, eyes, lips. You ain't know nothing. That's the mystery. When you die, they open you up and they find out cause of, that's no mystery. It's a cause right there.
Yes.
So when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us in How to Eat to Live, page 52, how to live more than 100 years. It's not magical. It's not spiritual. He said we kill ourselves daily by means of what we think, eat, and drink. That's this list, the actual causes of death. The things that we do that cause organ, tissue, cellular failure in the body that leads to premature death.
Wow.
So what we do here. Now look, this is the science part. Okay. Let's say if I don't drink. Let's say if I move something and I'm exercising. Let's say if I eat to live. Let's say if I don't smoke. If I eliminate this list, well, guess what? I automatically eliminate this list.
Oh no, you don't have me laughing like that on here.
Hey, so look, if I eliminate the things that I do that causes cellular, tissue, organ failure, right? If I eliminate that list, I eliminate the heart failure, the cancer. How am I going to die?
Ooh.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that when we got tired of living, that's when we broke the dietary laws because we didn't want to live no more. Right. But if I'm eating to live and I'm doing everything right, cause and effect, right? So we got that, cause and effect, right?
I was about to say that. It's cause and effect.
There's another law, the law of physics. It says every action, right? There's an opposite and equal reaction. So we got 2 laws, right? So if there's cause and effect and I eliminate the negativity, what's my effect? It can't be negativity.
Yeah, there's no negative.
Every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. If I eliminate the causes of death, I eliminate the action of the cause of death. The opposite and equal reaction is that I won't die.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Wow, just you explaining it like that. I just love. Listen, you guys, I just love when Brother Shine give it to us like this, because he's being honest and he's being real. Like, most of the times we are causing this on ourselves. And it's literally just like you said, it's a cause and an effect. Cause and an effect. Wow, that's great, Brother Shine. Thank you for that.
Hey, go ahead. I'm listening.
So now I know you just brought up, like, again, the lifestyle basically is the the points of being healthy. Now, with those three, I know you said from what you think, what you eat, and what you drink, right? Okay, so out of those three, which is the most important?
You're thinking. The one he said first.
Ooh.
Because you don't just eat. Hey, you want to taste this? What do I feel like eating? See, we think about, we don't just do it, right? So if we don't change the thinking process and understand that, hold up, my thinking process was derived from the slave making process. My thinking process was inputted in me by a people that wanted me to destroy myself. My thinking process was designed to keep me in perpetual slavery to my open enemy. So if I, as Black people, if we don't understand that part, we won't be healthy.
Exactly.
So because our community leads in obesity, heart disease, cancer, respiratory infections, the poor, we die from medical mistakes more than everybody else. We lead in every unhealthy category. So that's why we have a you don't have to believe, but we have a answer that gives us a solution different than what we get from this world. You see what I'm saying? So my science and my business is based on this answer of this particular answer. And it's proven just like what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
I'm basing everything off of how to eat to live. Look, there's a category. It's called YPLL. Can you see that?
Yes.
This is a category. Premature death is a real category. This is an acronym that stands for years of potential life lost. Years of potential life lost. In the United States, the average age of life is 75 years. If you die before 75, in How to Eat to Live, he says he desires to extend our lives beyond the short span of 62. So let's use 62.
Okay.
This means that you have 13 years of potential life that you lost, and you should have at least still been alive for 13 more years. They expect you to live to at least 75.
Ooh.
This is a category, YPLL, years of potential life lost. If you die before 75, you have suffered a premature death. Those years that you lost are potential life that you should have at least still been here. This is premature death right here, sis. But they can't break that threshold because the world didn't know how to eat to live. See, the number 2 actual cause of death is poor diet. That predates this book. So we've always been suffering from a poor diet, not being able to live long because we didn't know how to eat to live. You feel me? So when we saw that list of the actual causes of death, smoking, it, you stop smoking, you stop drinking, but we stuck because we don't know how to eat to live. If that makes sense.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Praise be to Allah.
Yes, praise be. You got me thinking. Yeah.
Go ahead. Thinking is good.
Yes, it is. Like, wow. Like you're telling me that we can live a long life.
As long as you want.
As long as we want.
Yes.
It said in the book, as long as we desire.
That's right. That's right.
As long as we desire.
It says Master Fra Muhammad wants to extend our lives to one of 1,000, or for as long. Everybody doesn't want to live to 1,000 years.
Yeah. Some
people don't want to make it to 50. Man, people have a birthday at 25 and be like, man, I'm glad I made it. Woo! I didn't think, like, you didn't think you was gonna make it to 25? I'm 49. When I had my next birthday, I knew I was going to make it. How? Because I'm doing everything in my life to give myself a healthy lifestyle so I can live. It's no guesswork in that. I know how I'm going to die, because when I get tired of living, that's when I'm going to party. Hey, let me tell you something. If y'all want to see Brother Sean break loose, just wait until I'm ready to die. Stick around with me. And when I'm ready to die, that's going to be the party of ever. Because I'm going to show off. I'm going to get that. I'm waiting. But I got things to do.
Yes.
I got 3 beautiful children, 2 boys and a beautiful daughter. They're going to have children. I want to see them. When they have children, I want to see that. When they have children, I want to see what comes out of me in the beauty. I want to see what Allah put in me to give to the world. So I'm going to make sure I do what I got to do to stick around. Because I don't know about this white man's formula, but this God, he said there's no set time for us to die, that we kill ourselves daily by means of what we think, eat, and drink. So if I control what I think, eat, and drink, I control my life and my death. All praises due to Allah.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, gosh. I'm still stuck.
It's all good. I got you. I got you. It's all good. But look, okay, now this is what I wanted to, because this reinforces exactly what we are talking about, right? And this is How to Eat to Live, Book 2, page 37. It says the key to better health. And it says, we make ourselves sick. Do not think that sickness is something that just comes by itself, regardless to how we live. It is the way we live that makes us sick. Come on, man. You mean, he's no, don't just think that you're gonna get sick just because. No, you don't supposed to get sick. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. If I do something unhealthy, I can't expect me to be healthy. We gotta get out of that foolishness, man. I didn't go out and get no sun today. I'm a supplement it. How am I supposed to be healthy if I don't go get no sun and I'm supposed to go get sun? I didn't work out today. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, we're supposed to work out at least 30 minutes every day. You mean if I don't work out today, how am I supposed to be healthy today?
Exactly.
Oh, this is my cheat day. I'm gonna eat. See, this is the things, this is the science, cause and effect. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So now, if I'm doing something that I know I'm not supposed to do and something happens to me, I don't have to pray. I don't have to be scared and nervous. I have to just stop doing that.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
That's easy.
It's easy. It's easy, and you know what? And I just want to ask you, and you know, everybody has their opinion. You know,
Yes, ma'am.
but I just want to ask, like, it sounds so easy for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hard for us as a people to even be healthy or know how to be healthy? Like, why is it so hard for us to even do it? What makes it so hard for us to do it? What do you think?
I know it ain't what I think, because okay, now we know that there's a premature death, right?
Mm-hmm.
So page 52, he said, Master Farah Muhammad wants to extend our lives to 1,000 years or for as long as we desire to live. If I don't know how long I want to live, how am I going to live?
Mm.
Oh man, stop it. Stop. Oh, sis, stop. Okay, so the question to health and wellness, the $1 million ultimate question to health and wellness is, how long do I want to live? All of us, my clients, when people call me and want to be my client, you have to answer this question. Because there's no set time to die.
Yes.
So if you don't understand that what you do, think, eat, and drink is either going to keep you alive or cause you to die. See, if I know that I want to live 200 years, okay, so for the next 200 years, I know what I'm going to think, eat, and drink, right? So I know exactly how this is going because I planned it out. He said when we got tired of living, that's when we broke the dietary laws. See, so in How to Eat to Live, he says we needed something to attract us. A lot of us, we don't have anything, and I didn't think I was gonna make it to this birthday. Do you know how dangerous I had to been living in that year to not think I was gonna make it to the next birthday?
Just to even have that thought.
But if you got things that got labels on them, right? Almost everything has a label on it, right? Alcohol, cigarettes, food. On the labels, they tell you how dangerous they are, right? Now, if I go ahead and I still partake of something that's warning me that is potentially harmful to my health, that's called suicide.
I don't think they heard you.
That's called suicide. See, because the thinking part, he says we kill ourselves daily by means of what we think, eat, and drink. Well, if I never thought about how long I want to live, when I wake up tomorrow and somebody say, "Hey, Brother Sean, you want to taste this?" I might taste it because I don't know how long I want to live, and I'm looking for short-term enjoyment. I'm looking for short-term gratification. I'm easily led in the wrong direction because I haven't answered the most important question. I know what I want to be. See, I know the next vacation I'm going to take. I know what clothes I'm going to wear, right? I meal prep. So yeah, but I haven't addressed the most important question and factor, because we got God himself saying, hold up, man. It's nobody sitting somewhere with a chalkboard saying, is your, okay, oh, well, it's Brother Sean's turn today to go. No, that didn't happen.
Yes.
That's why he gave us How to Eat to Live. Mm-hmm. So we can. It's in here. It's in these books. He said we can live for hundreds of years, 1,000 years. Right? That's why he gave it to us. So you feel me? But if we don't address this question, sis, I'm telling you, it's going to lead me to doing the things that kill me. For instance, you'll hear somebody eat something. Oh man, well, we got to die from something anyway, so I might as well go ahead and eat it. Yeah, that stuff you already put in your body is the stuff that you
Oh my gosh. Listen.
We rationalizing suicide.
Yes.
If I do anything that I already know is potentially harmful to me, that's called suicide. That's not God. That's not the devil. I have solutions. Look, we might as well jump right into the book, sis.
Go right ahead, because yeah.
We might as well go right into the book, sis. Because this ain't no doom and gloom. I'm not trying to send you to no doctor. I have here at Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. I got 33 books that address all of the stuff we're talking about so that we can live as long as we desire to live.
Yes.
This question right here, I have a book. One of my books, this is the first chapter. How long do you want to live? Because I'm in this book.
That's
healthy
the book it's in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is the book we're giving away.
Yes, yes.
This is a questionnaire that addresses, it's a book of questions that, and here's the chart for the actual causes of death and causes of death, right? In here is it's a series of questions that you answer about your life so you can see what type of lifestyle you have and where you need to make your changes at. Because if you aren't getting rest, right? Just for instance, if you aren't getting rest, but you think, and you just dealing with your diet, but you never change the rest part, you won't be as healthy.
Yes.
A lot of us are chasing food with things that aren't a food related problem. If you don't exercise, you can't supplement that with sea moss or alkaline water. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So that's what the purpose of this book is. So we can know exactly what type of lifestyle I have.
I love it. Yes, yes. So we are actually doing, I did go ahead and put that in the show notes today, that we are doing a giveaway.
Yes.
To 5 of our lucky viewers.
Yes.
On, what is it called? A Healthy Me.
Healthy Me.
I'm gonna have to get that myself. Like that question you have in the back, like, man, I never really thought about that. How long do I want to live?
Nobody does this. Nope. Listen. Nope. Here's my book. Right. Enjoying Abundant Life. Right. And this is scientific concepts to successfully build your supreme health. Okay. Now, the first question, and here's the chart of the things you die. This is filled up with, this is a pathology book. So I look at death. I reverse engineer death. Do you hear what I'm saying? So the first chapter in this book is how long do you want to live? Once you figure that out, Now you can build a lifestyle that will get you there. If
Ooh.
you say, I don't know, then you could die anytime.
Yeah.
If you say, as long as I can, you can die at any time because there's no set time for us to die. We now know this. So now we got the science to create that lifestyle so I can do it.
Exactly. Ooh, my brother, my brother. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Sis,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So five lucky people, well, not lucky, but five of our brothers or sisters
Yes.
that I don't know how what I mean sister figure. I guess if you just acknowledge that you want the book, how about that? Make
Yeah.
it easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Share this live video and let us know if you want to know how to be healthy, the scientific basis of being healthy, and how to be a healthy you. We have a book for you from Brother Shine, and it's called A Healthy Me. So we can
Yes,
get you to that healthy, that healthy person you want to be.
yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna have to get that book myself, brother. So
I got you. I'm gonna send it to you, sis, so you can have it.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
I would like to thank you again for joining me today, Brother Shine. It's always a good time when having a discussion with you all the time and
True.
discussing the science of being healthy. I would also like to thank my amazing healing tribe for joining us today. I pray today's episode was informative and valuable to you all. Also, be sure to give us a feedback, share, and subscribe on any of your favorite podcast stations and on my YouTube channel, Heal with Angelica Waters Podcast. Also, check out my ebooks on health and wellness and some of my merchandise in the link in the description. I will also include my guest information so you can feel free to reach out to my guest, Brother Shine Ali.
Yes.
Brother Shine, before we end the show, do you have any closing remarks for today's audience?
Yes. I mean, not yeah, about you. I mean, this is a for those listening, man, we have to support our sister because when she first approached me about the idea, not to be a guest, but about the idea, we don't have too many of our own looking to help us just to help us. Like our sister didn't come into this with the purpose of being famous, rich, or any of that. She saw a way where she could be herself and help her brother, us, right? And that's a beautiful endeavor that we all should strive to support our sister whenever she asks, even if she don't ask. Because like I said, that's unadulterated love. That's God, man. Because we have enough people that already are bloodsuckers on us, right? So, or they want to capitalize off of us. So when we see somebody that just has it straight from the heart, man, we have to be supportive of that. And sister, I applaud you for this vehicle. I thank you for having me on, your brother, and the support that you've given me. So, and those are my closing remarks. Thank you for this beautiful vehicle. That's awesome. That's godly, man. And I know you have to be successful because for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So your opposite and equal reaction is going to be powerful, man. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, brother, you about to got a little tears. Thank
Oh,
you so much. That I love that. Thank you so much for those closing remarks. I really appreciate it so much. Praise be to Allah. Like I said, like I I knew that it's I knew our people needed some assistance, needed some help, some guidance. And I'm only going off of my past experiences and also just what I've learned by, like I said, the things I went through and using that to help others. And also, I definitely believe in giving our people valuable information that they need to hear. No more lies.
Yes.
It's time to open up to the truth. So if I'm able to use this platform to be able to extend the truth and help others in any way, I'm all for it. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to help you and help you be happy and help you heal.
Yes. Praise be to
So
God.
praise be to Allah, brother. Again, everyone, I just want to thank you for joining us today. And until next time, peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.